Hello everyone and welcome to another episode, and today we have a big episode because we have our first international game. So we'll play against Canada and Mexico, so it's about as big as you can get for a United States international debut for those two matches. So just a little update, we're about 7 points atop the table ahead of Bose, as I was corrected, and thank you for the people engaging and telling me the correct pronunciation for teams, and then Sligo Rovers also for the team in the third. First games were against Drogheda and Finn Harps, so we did pretty well in both matches, I would say. Nothing too bad, nothing too slow in relation. I was actually quite surprised at how easily we went through Drogheda. They were pretty poor. Both teams, in fact, we plowed through. These are just the highlights of all the goals for these two matches before we get into a comprehensive highlights for our time against Canada and Mexico. We ended up playing a decent amount in both games, but I just ran through the line on against Drogheda. They didn't really have any players that were quick enough to keep up with me, so we did pretty well there. And our finishing was just impeccable. Like, that finish is just is amazing. I was actually also very surprised that I got an invitation and a call up for the friendlies against Canada and Mexico. I didn't expect it this early in my career. I am a 74 overall, so I don't know if that helps, but you'll see. It's kind of odd where they play me. You'll see once we get to those highlights, but yeah, 3-1 against Drogheda United, and very good for us. Brian with 1 goal, Toll with 2, and then we also leveled up, so we went up to a level 15, got 3 more skill points, and I wanted to see if I could I want to be able to take all the free kicks for the team and start practicing those as well, so I tried to improve that a little bit. But then after the matches against the United States, if I'm still utilizing that position, I'll have to kind of switch it around. But anyways, the other team we ended up playing was Finn Harps, who not very high on the table. We are still pretty far in the lead, so we need to just keep pounding away, keep getting ahead, and keep doing what we do best. So we end up doing pretty damn well. We got an assist, and we end up winning 2-0. Simple as that. And so, drum roll please, and there we are in our international kit, number 34. And then what we have to look forward to when we get back is the UEFA Conference League once we get back. And we end up getting substituted in for the first game of our international debut. Our first cap for the United States. I will try to keep track of the caps personally, so we can keep track of how many caps we do end up getting by the end of the career. But I think if you were paying really close attention and looked up in the very top right hand corner, we are playing left wing, which I thought was really, really peculiar. But we didn't do half bad against Canada. We had 2 shots there, as you see right off the bat, getting in the 65th minute. Very poor. I was trying to ping that as hard as possible out to the wing, and it just didn't hit right. And then they end up scoring very late on the 78th minute. And not quite what we wanted our international debut to be, but hey, we're doing what we can. We're pushing. We had a chance to get through on goal there. We just didn't have the opportunity to. And Canada, I would say, dominated majority of the chances in this game, at least for when I got put in. So one thing that I wanted to say, a little of a rant, for FIFA player is, the player career mode specifically, is when I get substituted in, I have no way of knowing who I'm playing against, who I'm playing with. I have no way of knowing, at least with these friendlies, I have no way of knowing any of that, or even who I am, what formation I'm in, because I tried looking multiple times into the menus, and all I could see for where you usually see performance was just a giant bar showing trainer. So yeah, we ended up losing that game against Canada 1-0 as well as I continue on this. So yeah, I only knew I played left wing. I didn't know if I was playing a 4-3-3, a 3-4-3. Like, I didn't know. So I kind of guessed after looking that it looked like a 4-3-3, but it was just frustrating. But anyways, we go into Mexico to play another friendly. This one, a very key friendly within the United States. I would guess people that from the outside know, looking in, this is probably our biggest rival from the United States perspective within football. USA and Mexico is the biggest game between the two, and there is not a friendly between the two ever. So in terms of a characteristic of a friendly, not saying that they don't ever play each other, but we got off to a good start again. We're just pounding on the wing, just getting whatever we can. I didn't want to go low because I thought they would have just cleared it. I wanted to go a little high and change it up, and it just didn't work. There, we should have gone ahead, but our player didn't, our striker, our winger didn't finish it. But this one went a lot better for us. We had a lot more chances here. I'm just trying to hit as hard and low as possible. Ochoa makes a brilliant save at the age of 37 at this point, probably. And we're just looking to just do our best and just be an integral part, making good passes here and there, get the opportunity to take the shot, and blocked. I probably could have played it to a striker after looking at it, and I should have, but I was so focused on just getting a shot because we didn't have many of those opportunities. Very late on in the 92nd minute, they had a chance of ending the game, but they missed it. So that was it. Here are just a few screenshots to show where we're at. So yeah, so we are getting close to the end of the season. I think the next episode may be the second to last before we do a roundup. It will depend on how we do in the Conference League. I do want to do a full episode of the Conference League where we show a full length match, and I want to try to do that with live commentary because that's a big match. No matter who we're playing, that's a big match for us with Shamrock Rovers. So, with that in mind too, we are getting close to the transfer window. So if we do get an offer, I will inform you on what our decision would be. I'd prefer to stay with them through till December, and then I don't want to stay through till next summer because I do feel like we are starting to hit our peak with Shamrock Rovers, and I do think that we may be looking to move on to maybe Bundesliga or another team. I've enjoyed the time we've had with Shamrock Rovers, but I think we've outgrown the league a little bit with how our play has been through this season, and we've been doing consistently well. And if we win the league title, I think we would have won everything we needed here, as well as our growth technically and in ability. But besides the point, that'll be it for today's episode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.